Okay, wait, I will record it.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Are you seeing my screen, sir? Okay. Okay. So hello everyone. For this topic, I chose USA, and so we've all known that the USA is very advanced on their technologies, such as in entertainment, healthcare, education sectors, and many more. But the question is that are the citizens provided with digitalized facilities by the government? So we are going to discuss more in the next slide. So these are some of the services provided by the government. I'm actually going to focus more about the what the government provides to its citizens digitally. So for first of all, we've got information and loans, and they even have money and taxes informations and education and healthcare. They've even got minor services and two major services. So you can actually see more on their website. It's on usa.gov. And next, I'm going to discuss the important sectors that would benefit a daily user just like us. And so here we have, first of all, we have an e-voting system. For the e-voting system is actually, it has been applied in many advanced countries such as Sweden, Denmark, and of course the United States. The e-voting machine is called electronic voting machine. Stands for, I mean, EVM stands for electronic voting machine, and the the basic idea of this EVM is to reduce the production of paper ballots, and for the vote registration, it can also be applied online by phone or by mail. So what the vote registration means is that um, it is used to check if the citizen is eligible to vote or not. Now, moving on to the next example, we have the healthcare sector, and the government actually provides its citizen with many information such as doctors and medical facilities and so on. These are all actually hyperlinks, and if you click these hyperlinks, it is going to connect you to website. So it will be very simple for the citizen to use. And taking example on medications here, you can actually file forms online if you were to have complaints, wrong medications, and so on. Okay, and now moving on, we've got the education sector. I think the education sector is really important to us since we're in taking education. You can actually apply to colleges online and see our status, and we can even make apply for visas online, at least for the schedules and so on. You can also apply scholarship and so on. Now, on the next example, we have some smart technologies applied in the cities or the states. So we've got Texas here. Texas has applied what is called smart water monitoring. It is used to prevent water leaks. And based on the information, the Texas has prevented many gallons of water loss. And second example, we've got Chicago. So the Chicago has also applied some smart street lights that will automatically dim during periods when they're not needed. And water sensors have been installed along riverbanks to monitor flooding. And they even got security camera footage for city monitoring. So the motive of the state government is to improve the living experience in the city. Now, moving on, we've got the Boston. Boston residents can have application to report potholes in streets and so on. And they even have application to track their child's school bus. For the last example, we've got New York has smart sensors, similarly to Boston. And they have also touchscreen kiosks to installed in cities to where residents can find out information about the cities. So it will be very useful for the travelers and tourists. Sorry. And the advantages of digital government is that the citizens, the users, are able to save efficiently time if common services are made online. Example by here, paying taxes can be paid online through online banking and not to and instead of going to the bank. And the citizens can also gather information just by going to websites like I just explained earlier, and it can be accessed remotely from anywhere. And the disadvantage is that some citizens in isolated areas can not enjoy these services, and some people also have to know how to operate their mobile devices to enjoy these services. So I think it is not yet applicable to all of the citizens, just by citizens in like big states and so on. In conclusion, I have considered that USA is advanced as a smart nation, but I think we've got other examples such as Taiwan and Singapore. They're also just as advanced as the United States. And I think the facilities offered by the government is very useful to the citizens. I think that's it for my presentation. Anyone got any questions?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's good. Also, I think that's also a good point that you has present. Anyone want to comment or something?
Okay, so I want to ask.
Okay.
So you're covering USA, one country with a very large area. So
Yeah.
what do you think the advantages that USA has compared to Indonesia? As they have successfully made USA a smart nation, but I mean Indonesia is getting there. But what can we do? What can we copy from them in order to become a smart nation?
Okay, I understand your question. So first of all, I think that Indonesia is Indonesia isn't far behind United States, but considering United States is a first world country, then they have more resources to update their services and so on. But I think to achieve a level such as the United States, Indonesia have to gather more experience. I think more experience, and we've got to focus more on IT sectors. I think IT sectors to improve e-governance in our country. I think that answers your question, or are you satisfied?
And also there is this one interesting topic that I want to talk about. From the last year, 2 years maybe, we've seen like how vicious Americans can be. I mean, like all the memes, Karens, and like lately there's like the Trump supporters and stuff. Do you think our citizens really fall behind their mindset or not?
Can you please repeat your question? I'm not sure.
So it is about the people, Indonesian people versus American people, considering that all the memes like Karens and also like Trump supporters, which has become a meme. Do you think we really fall behind in our people's mindset behind Americans or not?
Okay, I'm not sure how to answer that question, because I think the Trumps and those Karens are, I think it's a conflict inside the United States, and I'm not really sure how to answer as an Indonesian citizen regarding those conflict. But what you're asking is about mindset. Am I clear?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'm not really sure how to answer that question, actually. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, any other more questions?
Yeah, but I think that's a good point to discuss here. When somehow in the implementation of smart nation, that let's say in United States, I think we all see that currently they face like a big wave here, that the smart nation, they maybe we have trust that United States, one of the modern state, yeah, the modern nation that use a smart nation for many area like voting and etc. But you can see like the Trump issue, yeah, last time, that when the election become rush, and then the fans of Trump attack the Capitol Hall and so on. So that's, I think, reflects something. Yeah, that's even the smart nation is have some good technology. I'm sorry, and the system that support the activities. In the end, actually, the smart nation need to have a creating value to the citizen, that they can respect each other. For example, they can, like Singapore way, I think, yeah, they care about the elderly, for example. They care about homeless people, for example. It's not like just something that to win in the political issue or something. Yeah. So that's but that the fact. And I think in several, like in United States, I think the smart nation also is used for to win in the political way. So that will be the also the big issue here in the future. But anyway, but I think that's very good for us to see that when we discuss this smart nation, we not only talk about the technology side, but also we can see as many issues surrounding the smart nation that can press the smart nation, and then make smart nation change and need to adapt, and then maybe uh, to see the futures. Yeah, I remember one article that released by the researcher on Facebook. Yeah, before the election. Yeah, when yeah, they already have the e-voting. Yeah, but the researcher from Facebook proposed that how if the e-voting is through the social media platform. Yeah, so that's very interesting. So yeah, that in that time we also hear that Mark Zuckerberg is also interested to join the election contest. So that will be also the cool things. Yeah, yeah, we very grateful. But I don't know. Maybe nanti Pak Nadim also will join the election in the next Pilpres, and then the voting of Indonesia is using the Gojek application, for example. Yeah, it's a cool thing too. Something like that. Okay. Okay, so anyone want to
Me,
ask
sir.
Lukman? Yeah, okay, thank you, Rifki.
I
Please.
think this is not to Lukman, but I think to all. Right, since Adri mentioned about mindset, right, which is, to be honest, is not in our area of study because it's psychological stuff. However, it is an still it is an interesting topic to talk about. Now, my question is the reason Indonesia hasn't, or like hasn't, we can say start, or we can say like finish, right? Is the reason Indonesia hasn't finished to build its smart nation is because of the people's mindset? Because, for example, there's a friend of mine, which he lives in a small village. He tends not to unite with technology because in villages, right,
Okay,
they might think that technology can harm them in a different way of thinking than us, right? Let's say like technology can make people to ignore their close ones. Let's say like that. Those stuff, right? Those stuff that our parents told to us when we play with our phones way too long, right? And then another stuff is uh governmentals, right? Our government, as we know, is a corrupt government. And if we are to build a smart nation, meaning all these let's say transactions are being held online, meaning cybersecurity is one of the stuff, right? If we are building it, if the governments are transferring to the cloud, meaning corruption, I'd say, I believe, will be less, right? Corruption cases will be less because everything is in a system, is in a fixed system, and no one can change it, right? That's what e-government is all about, right? But since our government is corrupt, they might think that if Indonesia is a smart nation, then I don't think we can corrupt anymore, guys. So let's just hold this smart nation, so we can still corrupt. So my question is, are those example one
Mm,
of the reasons why Indonesia hasn't build or finish building its smart nation? Thank you.
okay. Yeah, I think that's also the big question for us. Yeah, we see that the somehow like they say, uh, we have a wide. I mean that range of the people that think that technology. We agree that technology will be everything. Yeah, but we also say that we still have also the people that say, I think the technology is not very important, so we can live without technology, for example. So this is the unique of Indonesia, I think, because let's say we have very diverse knowledge here about the not only just technology, I think, but everything. I think, yeah. You can see now in the for example, like today, the vaccination program from the government. Um, uh, Even the government try to explain that there is that this vaccination is about how we handle the pandemic, even the the accuracy, I mean not the accuracy, but the the correctness, yeah, that the vaccine will be work well is still under maybe 60 until 90%. But yeah, and then because it's very fast to produce a vaccine, so maybe we not expected that the vaccine will be work 100%, for example. So but what happened, even the citizen doesn't have a vaccination yet, they already go out and then yeah, do something normal. Yeah, so that's also one of the when you see this one, yeah, you can see in the not only just about not the awareness here, but the gap of knowledge here about it. So one that what I still on the research actually, but we can discuss and we will do for the next activities is we want to discover where actually in the smart nation we see that data and information have important part on it. and not only just for not only just for showcase, or maybe like like place in the website or some things. But the most important thing is when we have the open data, for example, it is used for knowledge produce and to produce the knowledge. Yeah, if yes, I think it will be good enough, I think. Yeah, but that will be the next. Maybe I'm not answer your question, Satya and Rifki, but I just give you some elaboration. That's also happen in the another sector or another issue. Yeah, so that will be okay. But it's okay. I think it's very nice to have this discussion, and we will try to discover more. Okay, okay. And then thank you very much for it. It is nice. I'm very curious. Where is your friend live now? Because he doesn't want to connect with the technology things. Seriously?
It's confidential, sir.
Okay. But actually, I have also some my personal imagination. Yeah, I want to live somewhere, not in the city, and then I want to live like a farmer, fishery, and something. But using the technology. Even I go to the remote area, but I using a lot of technology in my area, and I can live there. So that's also the cool thing. Yeah, maybe when I get my pension later. Yeah, something like that. Okay, can we go to the next student? Maybe Ilham. You copy? You monitor?